Seems we have trouble already. I can't hear you.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Lazy Sunday live stream. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And making their second appearance on the channel, we are also joined with Star Wars Master Plaster, aka Razzie. Welcome back.
What's up, guys? Thank you for having me over once again.
Yes, we're happy to have you back on the stream. It's going to be awesome, as most people can already see. You know, there's a nice little,
I'm already seeing something I like.
Nice little spoiler there, right there. But for those who don't know, Razzie is a 3D printing master and does lots of insane Black Series scale vehicles. And I'm sure he's going to have some stuff to show us. And yeah, but before we jump into all of that, we, of course, got to say what's up to everyone that's joined us so far. We've got 82 people here watching. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to smash like, please.
Gotta hit like. Gotta hit like.
We're going to start out with a good evening to Wayne Duckett across the pond. We also have Duros Scoundrel in here as well. Welcome to the stream. Michael Cherry is joining us, as well as Norsky. Tuning in early.
Norsk.
What's up, Norsky? Also have GamerZone24 in here. We got Dan Darth Educator. Nice to see you.
What's up, Dan?
Kobe Osborne is in here. These streams are a highlight of my week. By the way, recently got Emperor and Throne, and I'm very happy. Nice. Very nice.
Great set.
And thank you.
Great
and thank you
set.
for the kind words. Pete Thomas, happy Sunday to you. We also have Michael C. Wow, I'm here before they are. Nice. Welcome, Michael. How's it going? Arthur Henderson, welcome to the stream. Always nice to see you. We also have Gerardo in here as well. Always good to see you. Tremanium, what's up? We also got Not Obi-Wan in here, ready for another lazy Sunday evening. That's right. Also got David Edge in here. Good evening. Good evening to you all across the pond. Tom Bowling scored an $8 Jawa from Target clearance yesterday. Yeah, we saw some clearance Tikas.
Yeah.
We saw some clearance Tikas. Not the clearance Dark Troopers we wanted, but, you know. Skywalker Legend, how's it going? We also got Ivan Gambino, Jay Martin, Greg E., Paul Morales, Austin Emerson. Hello, Nate, Justin, chat. Hope everyone is having a great Sunday. So far, so good. I woke up this morning, went to a local coffee shop, and then did a little action figure hunting, so...
Ooh. That's always a good sign.
After all the hunting we did yesterday, Justin, I still had more to do.
Which is crazy, considering the amount of stuff you bought yesterday.
I know. But really lucky stuff yesterday. Han Shot First, welcome to the stream. Zoo Boy, nice to see you. Phase 2 Action Review, Mr. Grudge, Doom. Killy's Music Channel, Happy New Year to you. We got Gyros in here as well. Ooh, Doom's eating a taco. Nice.
Good to know. Good to know.
Tom Perceptor, welcome. Always nice to see you. We got Marlon in here as well. Adam P. Benny.
What's up, Benny?
Mr. L. Infernal Hippo. What's up?
Hey.
CT41. We got Jeff W. in here as well.
What's up, Jeff?
Appo. Mike Neary. Roman Graham. G-Fam Bam. Hey, fellas, visiting family out of town will be watching later. Have a good afternoon. Loved the BS Cantina stream, too. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
so we were just on the Black Series Cantina, along with Landspeeder Luke as well. We had a full Shill Squad episode. It was a ton of fun. Justin got stuck in a Darth Vader helmet.
Yeah, I mean, spoilers for recent pickups because I got it in between streams, so for recent pickups or fine additions on Black Series Cantina. I showed off a late Christmas present, and I got stuck in it. So now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to have to do that again and hopefully not get stuck this time.
Well,
I might just like assemble it and not put it on my head.
Yeah,
this time.
It might be better that way.
Yes.
What's up, Psycho Emerald? We also got Robert Henry in here, who's also mentioning the Vader helmet incident. There's a nice little clip of it on the Black Series Cantina YouTube channel.
That was for real too. I was not hamming that up. I was like this close away from having a mini panic attack. I was gonna call my girlfriend into the room. I was like, ah!
I could literally tell you were sweating. Like when you got out of the helmet, you were genuinely glistening after that. Yep. So that's how I knew it was real. What's up, Miles? We also got Shoulda Figured in here as well.
Shoulda Figured?
Along with Felix and Gary Feather. Ooh, Benny's asking, Razzie, fellow guitar player? He's shredding some sick...
I used to, yeah. I used to.
Nice. Looks good. Looks good. I love a nice Fender. Sick Society, how's it going? Also got Dank Ches, Soup Dragon, The Obi Matt, Fire Falcon. We have Burn Hell, or Bernal, becoming a channel member. Thank you so much for the channel membership. That is probably the best way to support the channel. It's only 99 cents a month. You get access to some custom emojis. True. And a custom Clone Trooper name badge that changes based on how long you are a subscriber.
Yep, just put the link in the chat. We're having some ideas for future plans for the membership too, so keep that in mind as well.
We might be changing some things up on the membership. But thank you so much. Isaac Montez, welcome. Oana, hello there.
Hello there.
Titter, welcome. Has anyone had any luck finding the new Star Wars display at Walmart? I think Razzie has, so we might be talking about that a little bit later.
Yeah, we found the boba yesterday.
We did,
as you saw in the Discord, Titter.
Yeah,
but
we did find the boba. Neither of us picked it up, though.
There's just no reason to, but I can confirm there's no warped helmet, so
that was nice
honestly,
to see.
Yeah, it was really cool seeing that deluxe boba without the pinched helmet. So if you want to pick it up and you don't have it already, one of the best Black Series in the line, so definitely pick it up.
Yes. Caleb W, welcome. We also have Grand Moff Tony. What's up, Tony? Kenobi Jabroni. What's up, guys? Been a few months since I've been able to join live. Question for Nate. Any thoughts on the new Mafex Spider-Man? I'm tempted, but I haven't hit purchase yet. I think it looks great, but I'm not going to buy it. I have the knockoff version, and it's pretty good for a knockoff figure. But I am going to get the Mafex Scarlet Spider when that comes out, because that's just like a straight classic comic book figure, and I'm sure it's going to be on the same body. So looks great. Let's see, S Dog, how's it going? And Skywalker Legend here coming in with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much for the channel support. They say, sup guys. Just met another member of this channel in person yesterday in my local toy store. Nice. Shared collection photos and exchanged numbers. Love this community, guys, and never miss an upload. Thank you so much. And that's awesome.
What are the odds of that happening? How would you even like recognize that? It must have come up in conversation.
Yeah, that's really awesome. That's great to hear. We love the community that we have built and everyone that interacts within it.
Yeah, thanks for 12K, by the way. We just hit 12,000.
Very true.
The other day.
Very true. Jayhawk Jedi, welcome. Wave 34 secured this week. Yeah, I'd say it's official. Wave 34 is here. Amazon's getting ready to ship them out. Big Bad's got them. Entertainment Earth has had a few. I was going to say Dork Side, but
nope.
Let's see. Yeah, Jeff W says Amazon shipped my Ayla and it's supposed to arrive today. Anyone else get her yet? Not Obi-Wan. Nate buying a lot of... I know. I know. We also have a $10 super chat from Gamer Zone.
Thank you
so much. Pinch Poke, you owe me a Coke, Justin? They say, hi, guys. Keep up the great work. The clip of Justin on Black Series Cantina is one of the funniest things I've ever seen since I've been watching. Thank you, Gamercell. Thank you for that.
Every time we're on Black Series Cantina, some sort of disaster happens.
That's true. There was your
first
power
episode,
went out.
My power went out. The second episode,
my smoke alarm.
Yeah, smoke detector started going off. Third episode, I got stuck in a Darth Vader helmet.
The helmet was the top one, let's say.
Oh,
yeah,
for sure. For sure. And we'll say what's up to them here. And we just got started, but thank you, everyone, for joining us so far. 138 people in here. And we are... Oh, Skywalker Legend. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Also picked up my first Figure Arts figure yesterday, Padawan Obi-Wan. Nice.
Yeah, that's a great
And
one.
I'm in love with this guy. Thank God for Christmas gift cards. That's right. Yeah, I got a figure yesterday that, thanks to a gift card, I only ended up paying $2.80 something cents for it. So I was happy.
Nice.
I was happy. Awesome though. Thank you for the
I
channel
also saw a comment.
support.
OOTB merch. We actually have merch. It's in the description.
We do. We've got a shirt. We got a mug.
True. I recently decreased the price on the t-shirt and the mug, just to make it a little more affordable,
a little more enticing. So there you go.
Like the hoodie, I had to stay at that price, or else we literally wouldn't make any money off the hoodies. That's the only thing that the price had to stay what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But all right.
Yes. So thank you everyone for joining us. If you are just now tuning in, we are just getting started on the stream. We are joined with Razzie, aka Star Wars Master Plaster, who is an incredible creator who makes incredible Black Series scale vehicles. As you can see right in front of you, that is a 6-inch scale lat gunship and a 6-inch scale.
Those are Black Series figures inside.
Yes.
I can't wait to get a closer look at that. I also see the AAT, which is amazing.
Right. What's up, Darth Blaze? Nice to see you, buddy. Happy Sunday to you. Yeah. Zach, Justin stuck in Vader helmet emoji. Like the part where you go like this.
Yeah.
where you've leaned back in defeat. But okay, so let's jump back to Razzie. Thank you for joining us. For those who don't know, Razzie, can you tell the chat just a little bit about what you do?
Sure. Thank you for having me once again. And yes, as you guys, I'm a huge fan and collector of Black Series, especially Star Wars and Black Series. But for the past 2 years, let's say I went crazy on 3D printing. Since we cannot have vehicles on the Black Series, I decided that I can make it. Probably started with small vehicles. Then my first biggest, let's say, was the Razor Crest, and then the lat gunship that you see here, and many other projects that I'm working on at the same time, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And you mostly put your stuff on Instagram, right?
Yes. Well, that wasn't the goal at first. It's just when I have family over and people over, they're like, why don't you share this stuff on Instagram? And, why don't you make a YouTube channel? But I'm not really into that. So I just stayed with Instagram. And people love it. And I love to share. And people texting me, sending me messages, asking questions, which I'm always happy to answer if I can. But
I love this.
That was during COVID, actually, because I had time. Couldn't work during COVID time, and this is where it took me over a year to make the Endor.
Yeah. Ooh, and you weathered the Razor Crest?
Yes, that was the Maldo Crease, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, man. Yeah, and we had you on about probably around a year ago or something like that, and it was probably the most mind-blowing stream that we've ever done when you were just like, wait 1 second, and then you pulled out the cockpit of the lat gunship, and then you're like, wait, there's more. Then there was an AT-AT. I can't wait to get into the progress of those in detail.
Absolutely, for sure. Where the lat gunship is for now on standby, because as you can see, it's huge, and I'm being stuck with it because at the opposite of the Razor Crest. I cannot disassemble the lat gunship, so I'm being stuck with it. I'm trying to find, now that you know, guys, about the files, when you can buy them and find them. I found these on GunBuddy. And the problem is, you see the wings where, let me get a closer look.
Oh, I saw the crest.
Oh, yeah, it's right over here.
Oh, man. Black Series scale, guys. Keep this in mind. These are Black Series figures. This is not 3 3/4 inch. Oh,
Too
man.
bad I couldn't, because he was on the storage, I couldn't turn the lights on. I was having trouble earlier with the circuits, but you can see the video on Instagram when you can see the interior with the lights. Really happy with the size. Can fit more than maybe 20 clone troopers inside.
Yeah, I'm guessing those are all the Archive 501st.
Yes, all of them.
Oh, yeah.
So the problem why is it on standby? Because these are the clips, the pieces that attach the lat gunship, especially here. So I'm having problem with the wings, because if I attach them, they will be stuck forever. This is so hard and so strong, there is no way to pull it back. So I don't want to put the wings and being stuck as I am now with the hole. And it's huge, as you can see, like it's very, very big.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So until I find a way, if you guys have any suggestion, because I tried to soften the density of the clips, let's say, but it didn't work as well. But, I like to work at many projects at the same time, so it's not that a big deal, but it's on standby for now.
Well, it still looks incredible.
Right.
What's going to be the wingspan on that? If you did put the wings on it.
The wings, you mean the length, the width?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be probably up to here. Yeah, there is no way. Like, I cannot attach these until I'm sure I can detach them. Otherwise, I have to melt the whole thing or find a way. So maybe probably some magnets, a sheet magnet over here that will attach the whole wing.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm trying to find, but it's heavy. So I want to make sure it doesn't break, But
have you printed the wings already?
We started on it. When I say we, it's my friend and I, because definitely requires a lot of printers. So he's helping me with the big pieces. Yes, we did started. But as I said the last stream, as long as you catch the scale, everything is just going by itself. Because unfortunately, most of the time, and I've had messages from people on Instagram, sometimes the scale, what you see on TV, is not really what's should be in reality, let's say. As for the AAT, for example, I respected the scale, but I still find it a bit small for what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right. I was going to ask you about that, because if these are all CGI things in the films, the shows, obviously, there's never been a physical live action lat gunship or even AAT, so it's like with computer animation, you can do whatever you want. You could size that lat gunship however they wanted in the movie, and they could make the clones look like they would fit in there. So even the films, if you're taking a 6-foot clone and sticking them in there, the movies probably aren't even to scale, So I like how this is a realistic take. If this is scaled for the actual 6-inch Black Series figures. It's almost a little more real than the actual movie, because there was never anything physical.
Yeah, as for instance, the sizes from the top here, when you look at the TV or Attack of the Clones, you clearly see that it's much shorter and much smaller. Then when you print it, this is what you end up with. If you make it smaller, there is no way the pilot would fit.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as well, the pilots. Oh, and Clone Pilot Hawk in there. I love it.
Nice.
I love it.
Excellent. Good old Hawk.
Yeah. And as I say, I don't like to finish one project and just put it there. I love to coming back to them. That's the I showed in the
Oh,
last
nice.
stream.
Yes, the AT-AT head. Absolutely
Also
incredible.
some Landspeeder Luke files.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's awesome. Nice. The Forge.
So yeah, I can feel Justin anytime soon buying a big 3D printer and going crazy as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's only a matter of time before Justin gets a second 3D printer.
Yeah, I'm actually having issues for the past month with my printer. When I got it, I was printing perfectly fine for like 3 months, 2 months maybe, and then it just like crapped out, and I'm on like a month of trying to. It's like I'll fix one issue and then another issue will pop up.
So what happened lately?
It started. It wouldn't turn on, and it would start beeping like a maniac. So I had to like flash the firmware and stuff, and then it just hasn't been the same ever since. I had under extrusion problems, and I fixed the under extrusion, and now I'm getting like over extrusion with stringing, especially stringing. Stringing is my main issue right now. So like I was trying to print Landspeeder Luke's the moisture evaporator, and this like I literally cannot get this to stop stringing, and it's like terrible too. There's like some really thick chunks.
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
Oof.
Even like I'm
think,
getting a bunch of lines here too.
do you think it's the well? It's definitely not the file, but do you have a Glock maybe on the extruder?
Do I have? I've recently cleaned the extruder and I changed the nozzle because there was a clog in there, but I got it out.
Okay. One went crazy for me the first time I remember it was the thermistor. There was a
Yeah.
huge variation on the screen on the temperature. Then it went crazy like a bomb was going to blow up. I
Oh
run shut it
no.
off. But yeah, usually for the ender, it's a very like simple 3D printer to use. And usually these problems you can find issues on YouTube like solutions for the.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's been one thing after the other with like just issues. I'll print something, it'll print fine, and then the next thing I'll print, it's like completely different. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a very random science. Even if it's the same files, the same printer, it can change at any moment you print.
Right. But obviously I'm not giving up on it. We have a buddy, Zach, who runs the Black Series Cantina, and he recently got a 3D printer, and it's the same one that I have and Landspeeder Luke, and he's just been printing all these perfect projects, and I'm just like,
Don't worry. He'll hit that wall. He'll hit that wall.
Everyone gets to that
Yeah.
I hate 3D printing phase.
Yeah, because that's what Luke was saying in the group chat when he was like,
Yeah.
"Have you screamed? What are you doing at your printer yet?"
Yeah. Real quick, DA Mac, thank you so much. Happy Sunday, guys. Appreciate the channel support.
Yeah, thank you. I do want to jump back. Trumanium has an interesting question, probably about the LAT gunship, and this is for Razzie. So, how much money in materials does it cost to print something like that?
Well, it depends on the weight and how many misprint you have, but usually, like regular filament, it's like 25 Canadian dollars. This is like one kilogram, and you just multiply. I don't really count the electricity, the power, all that stuff. It's
Right.
mainly about really like, I don't think it changes much anyway, but it's mainly about how many filament you printed. I haven't, to be honest with you, calculated how much the lat gunship weight, but it's pretty heavy. I have to, yeah, but it all depends on how much. I cannot give it a value just like that, to be honest with you. I don't want to shoot a number, random number.
Fair
Right.
enough. Fair
now
enough.
that I'm a little more educated about 3D printing, is that just like regular PLA filament?
Yes, yes, regular.
Okay.
Wow.
but I play with the options a lot. The supports, the quality, depending on which side. Like if you want a nice, if it's a curve, you're not going to use the same support if it's just like a straight wall. That's what I mean by that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's
Like
what I
Jazzy.
mainly play with.
Like Jazzy, I'm looking at my 3D printer in the box turned up yesterday. Don't tell me these horror stories. Most of the issues you can easily Google and YouTube, but it's just for me, like I said, it's one thing after the other. I will fix it, and then something else will happen. But I genuinely don't know. Like my first issue, when it like sounded like a bomb and it was beeping. Remember that video I sent you, Nate?
Yeah.
That was like the initial thing. Like ever since that day, it's never been the same.
Was it the thermistor?
Like I said, I just flashed the firmware. Like I updated the firmware and like I got it to turn on and go to the menu and everything. But then it was having issues reading files. So like I would try to print a file and it was like randomly going to like 750% speed. So it was like it was like, and there was one file I tried to print and it was just printing a straight line over and over and over and over again. It's just keep up the horror stories.
No.
It's something that you just, there's a lot of troubleshooting and I don't know. I might give up at a certain point and just buy a new one because I genuinely think like this is too many issues. It's not a coincidence. I think something might be genuinely messed up with it.
Okay.
But I'm going to try.
What if you go
for
back
X amount of time?
What if you go back to the old firmware?
I tried that. It wasn't working either.
Bruh.
It sure does need a lot of maintenance, all the printers, no matter the brand, no matter. But if you think like you tried everything solving the problem, didn't solve, maybe it's time to change. But usually that's what I like about 3D printers. It's logic. When there is a problem, you can fix it. But if you can't find, it's definitely something which you can't solve.
Right. I wish I just need an expert physical, like I'm sick of Googling and watching YouTube videos. I need an expert to just come to my house and look at it. I need someone. But the thing is, there's no like, it's not like a phone. You can go get your phone repaired at your repair place. There's no like specialist 3D printer, like not even like Geek Squad or something like that. So yeah, have you tried using the Force?
Fig, I'm gonna say I'm still gonna give that one to Warhammer. I'm gonna give that to Warhammer.
Yeah.
What's up, G-Force? Nice to see you.
Duro Scoundrel, I don't know when the next Black Series live stream is. I do not know. I haven't
Hopefully
heard anything.
soon. I would assume sometime soon.
Yeah,
but who knows?
We haven't had like a lot of news or anything lately.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, speaking of the last stream when we spoke about the HasLab and I made the comment about making a prototype, for example, the AAT, what I was saying is, why don't Hasbro make just one, It doesn't take magic to make it. If one random person like me can make it, they can make it. And they can try on the HasLab, like, to see if people are going to back it or not. They don't have to make it right away. Instead of making like sabers, like, and label them Black Series. And for me, that's like the Naboo, the N1 Starfighter that you see here, the AAT. These, for me, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would have backed them and it would be a success especially that they don't have to go through the shelves, right? Because that was the main problem with the Black Series vehicles. Anyway, that was just my opinion, but I'm pretty sure these would sell pretty much well.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at the AAT, it almost looks like a similar size to the HISS tank.
Right.
It's like, I'm thinking, maybe AAT would be a cool HasLab. I'd back it.
And one of the stretch goals could be a STAP.
Ooh, that'd be nice. That'd be so cool to finally get a STAP with like a transparent stand.
Yeah, I feel like a STAP that's like a no-brainer. That's so easy.
We say a lot of things are no-brainers, and then they never come to fruition.
Right.
Like the Super Battle Droid.
Jayhawk brings up a great point. There's an Indiana Jones live stream next week, so it's probably a good indication that Star Wars isn't far off. Same team.
Right. I know there's like a fan, what do they call those, where it's like the Q&A and it's like they get creators to come ask them questions. There's one of those coming up, but those are useless.
Right.
Those are completely and utterly useless.
Yeah. ATTE next. Razzie?
Oh,
fully articulated?
Why not? Yes. As I said, I'm 34, and if I'm still alive, why not? I can do the whole thing. And now, I saw on Gambari the new files. They're amazing of the Sandcrawler. But I'll definitely need a house for that. I need a whole garage to make it. It would be a lifetime project. But the files are amazing. They're great.
A whole 6-inch scale Sandcrawler.
Yes.
That would be sick.
They experimented with it, as per Eric on the Lukeness Monster stream. I mean, I think it was one of those things where it was just like messing around and not actually like thinking that would come to fruition. Mm-hmm. Joseph Bett says I would buy an AAT for $250. How much was the HISS tank, Nate?
It was either $250 or $300.
It was $350 Canadian, so if I'm not mistaken.
Because if you're asking for a officially licensed Star Wars similar looking vehicle to be less than the unlicensed G.I. Joe vehicle, I'm not sure that would ever happen.
Yeah, HISS is $300.
Yeah, if the HISS is $300, and that's G.I. Joe, and they own G.I. Joe, I don't think we'd get an AAT for $250.
Right.
Does it have? Yeah, it had electronics and lights, right?
Yeah, it has. Yeah, it like lights up, and I don't know if it makes any noises, but it definitely lights up.
Yeah. I'm planning to add maybe on the big ships and vehicles. I'm planning to add lights and electronics, but not on the small ones. Mm-hmm. As for the AT-AT, I had the idea because I had the old. I don't know if it's the vintage or the Galaxy AT-AT, the 3/3/4, and they has these inside the main. So I'm planning to add this.
Nice.
Yeah, to plug it to the AT-AT. Yeah, so some have electronics, some not.
Yeah, did you fully put LEDs throughout the Razor Crest?
Yes,
Nice.
I'm still working on it because the cockpit is very, very, I have to say, complicated, as I was not able to find very tiny LEDs. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's still there, working on it. Almost done, just the interior.
It's beautiful.
That looks so sick.
I can take out the wings, the cockpit, but the light gunship, I'm stuck with it. I don't even know how to fix the situation because
it's literally taking up half of the room.
All right, we do have a few super chats here. We can acknowledge Bodie Collection, $5. Football is almost over, and I'll be rejoining my basement brethren. Hope everyone is having a great start to the new year. Thank you so much, Bodie. Appreciate all the channel support, starting off this year with a bang. Although, actually, we did stream last week, but
yeah,
I'll take all the bangs I can get. Psycho Emerald, thank you. Super Battle Droid chat for you guys. Listen, it needs to happen this year, and I have good feelings.
Yeah,
I have a good feeling.
This is the year. This is it. It's not the year of the rabbit.
Celebrating Clone Wars.
It's the year of the Super Battle Droid.
Exactly. Exactly. And we also have Fig Fury coming in with a nice $20 bill. Razzie,
got a little rainbow going.
I know, I saw that. I like that. Any chance of you making Obi and Anakin's Jedi Starfighters? Great question.
Yes, definitely. They're on my plan, let's say, program, my schedule to make them. Because I mainly post on Instagram like the big projects, but I do work on small ones as well. Like here. My bad.
We're
Some
going
bark
mobile.
speeders.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, I love the bark speeder.
Nice. And I think we're also
the Hoth turret.
We're answering Joseph Bett's question right here. There's the Hoth turret. Nice.
I also printed some, starting to work on the Jedi Council.
Yes. You know, I was just thinking about that, Justin. I was like, I bet the Yoda seat could be a fun, easy print.
It is.
Except for, you know,
printer.
And we also don't have a prequel Yoda to fit in the chair.
Some speeders here.
Oh, nice.
So,
is
yeah,
that the solo speeder?
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Like
yeah,
the
I love
Imperial
that design.
Patrol Trooper one?
Yep.
Ooh.
Sick. That looks dope.
What a treat. What a treat. Love the shelf tour. Let's keep this going.
Mm-hmm.
That's the throne that broke last time, fell from the shelf.
Oh, man.
No.
Holy crap.
That's big.
It's like, you can still fix it. So yeah, the Jedi Starfighters are definitely on the what it's called, the plan, the schedule, but not for now.
Is that a Landspeeder Luke file? That Luke one?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I thought about printing that one too. That's sick. I like the elevator.
Landspeeder literally changed my my life. Luke, the files that he makes, it's just so easy to, you know, I made the whole cantina by hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I used to draw files, but if you don't practice, you kind of lose it. You know, the click, click, click being really fast on the, but just getting the files from him is just amazing.
Mm-hmm. Truly doing the 3D printing God's works.
Yeah.
Have you done any recent plaster projects at all, Razzie?
It's been on hold for a while because of, you know, Christmas. We had family over. It's been actually 3-4 months that I'm only fully on 3D printing, especially now that it's easy to find the files, like, except the big projects. Yeah, I'm planning to do by hand actually the Felucia.
Oh, nice. That would look dope.
With some lights, so yeah.
Nice. That is
Any
awesome.
suggestion that you have? There's so many things actually.
Right. I mean, the list could go on and on. Right. And you've already done the heavy hitters, you know? The stuff we love.
Right.
Like you know, the cantina, that was incredible to see. Now, is that kind of stuff, do you keep all of that in storage?
Yes, actually I brought everything. All my I'm not I don't collect in box, but I had to bring all the boxes back from the storage and put everything with plaster, like Endor Forest, all the dioramas that I made, sealed. They're already there with the LED lights done, fully done. My ultimate goal, I think Justin said it once a while ago in the stream, is just to have like a basement, my own museum with everything on it, just Black Series.
Right. Yeah, that would be absolutely incredible to see everything you've done so far, just all in one area, completed. Probably bring a tear to my eye. It's so beautiful.
What's up, CT41?
Perceptor.
Tom says Randy do the rank, or Razzie do the Rancor.
Yeah.
The Rancor is also on my list. The only problem is I really don't like messing around with the resin printers. But there are a few of, actually not only the Rancor, there's the OP that I want to make with resin. I don't have a resin printer, but a friend of mine, Rob, has it. And he's very good with it. You know, I don't like to mess around with things that are not really, let's say, managed really well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Rancor is definitely on my list.
Nice. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
I'm down to see that.
Did you, Justin, printed these? I just finished them actually last week for the...
Ooh.
I didn't. That's on my list, though.
The Dark Trooper?
I recently printed the door, like it's like the Fortress Inquisitorius doorway. I actually got that to print correctly.
Well, you said you had some like minor. Was that the under extruding?
Yeah, basically like under extrusion is when it starts out and it's like you can barely even see the filament. It's like a thin little layer. It's like a, and then when you pull it off, it's like you can literally see through it. Mm-hmm. So I had under extrusion problems. I fixed that. Now I have over extrusion, and I think the filament is just oozing out of the nozzle when it's not supposed to be. Mm-hmm. So when the nozzle is traveling from one point to the other, it's like bringing a light string of filament with it. But then doing that for the whole print, it's just getting that spiderweb effect.
Right. Oh, I know what you mean. Is that probably the flaw? Did you check if the tube, the transparent tube?
Yeah.
It has to be like sometimes you have to tighten it with the extruder and at the other end when the filament goes in.
Mm-hmm. You have to tighten it?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
So maybe it's your flow.
True. Because this is just giving me anxiety looking at this.
It literally looks like Spider-Man just went to town.
Because, like, look how thick this is. Like, this is some thick.
Yeah.
And not only that, I'm getting these, like, lines here. See these lines? You don't want that. This one is part of the design, but, like, all these other ones.
Juan is saying he knows what happened to your printer.
All right.
Spill the beans, Juan.
Yeah. I need someone to save me.
That you usually use? Is it the same one?
Yep, it's the Overture, like 1.75 PLA. It's what I've used for all my other stuff, like the brand.
Yeah, I think you just need to tighten the tube because it's definitely what it calls a flow.
How would you tighten that though? Because don't you just insert the tube?
Well, you have to heat first of all the extruder. Don't play with it if it's not heated.
Right.
Then try to pull out the filament as if you were going to change it or clean it. Mm-hmm. Did you put the blue attachment? You know that tighten the tube, the plastic.
Oh, the little blue plastic thing? Yeah, that's on there.
All right, take out these, then tighten the tube by pushing the I think it's a brown or a gray plastic. Mm-hmm. And then put back the blue straps, let's say, around, and it might fix your problem because it's a flow problem. And I just saw someone in the comments says it's probably just tension on the tube.
All right. Well, I'm literally down to try anything. I've tried 8,000 things throughout this last month, and it sucks because like I want more time to like sit down and fiddle with it, but it's hard sometimes to find the time.
Yep.
All right. DM Out of the Basement YT Instagram. But yeah, that's the issue that I've been dealing with. I haven't had it like this ever. And quite frankly, it printed perfectly up until this point. But yeah, that's my issue. Someone help. Send help.
Send help. All right. What do you want to talk about, Justin? You want to do some 3D printing discussion?
Should we do
recent pickups?
Recent pickups. We can do... There's no news. No news.
No
I guess we could do recents.
All right.
Who wants to go first?
I say our guest, Razzie.
Sure, I can go first.
Start us off.
James?
All right, so this week I was very lucky this week. Stopped by some Walmart. There were these big stands with the wave of, actually it was Omega, Mandalorian Death Watch, some TVCs, and the 40th anniversary. I passed on each and every one of them, but I got Wicked.
Oh, sick. Looks so good.
Yeah, I'm an opener. I just didn't have time to open it. And I wish they were only 1% because I went to another Walmart and there were none. This is for me, I think, ideal for customs. You walk customs. Mm-hmm. So, yes. I also found the two of the latest Andor Wave.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
These were,
no, go ahead.
sorry, there were plenty of them on the shelves. So
Nice.
yeah, some TVCs as well. I know it's a Black Series channel.
Oh, you know I love TVC. Oh
So
yeah.
Walmart exclusives.
Yep. Imperial Gunner, sick. Nice. The Bespin guards, both of them.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And a friend of mine called me and say, go to Toys R Us. They have 40% on the phone, like 40% off. If you buy an item, you get the second, third, and fourth at 40%.
Mm-hmm.
I rushed there and I got like 4 of the
Oh, the Ferrex
Imperial
Troopers.
officer. Yeah.
Nice.
And when I was at the cashier, they told me it's not 40% on the second and third and so on. If you get one, the second one is 40% off.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, my brain was already it was already claimed, so I just went with it. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for and the short trooper as well. And my brother, this is not actually a pickup that he got me. It's actually my first Hot Toys, the 2007.
Oh,
This one
that's
is
so sick.
Nice.
sick
Damn.
with the. I like the details, but the face is not much Ewan McGregor. But
Yeah. Just, I mean, looks great, but just goes to show you that not even Hot Toys gets it right all the time.
true. So yeah,
What?
that's pretty much it for the past week.
Those are epic pickups. I've been
Nice.
I've been eyeballing that new Hot Toys Obi. I'm like, that looks pretty nice. A little Phase 1 helmet.
You're right. Nice. That was
Nice.
all for you?
Yeah, that was pretty much it for this week.
All right, I'll save the most for last because I know Nate has a bunch.
What else is new?
I'm trying to think like recent pickups last week. I think I covered everything figure-wise. But my girlfriend's family, who have been treating me nice this year with the Darksaber and this chair and like 5 spools of filament, they had a late Christmas get-together. Girlfriend's mom picked this up. It's the new Black Series roleplay, the Darth Vader from the Kenobi series, which is absolutely sick because I love Red Eye Vader, and I love the newer version of this helmet. So I will unbox it for you, but I will not.
Are you trying it?
What was that?
I said, are you trying it?
Yeah.
I'm not
Put it on
trying.
again.
I'm not even gonna try.
Put it on
this time.
again.
Yeah.
Put it on again.
So, it's really cool. I love the paint on it, and I love this, like, specific shade of gray that they used on it. So let's see here. We have the top piece. Oh. This might be a little loud.
Maybe. Psycho Emerald. I'm drinking a Mountain Dew Pitch Black. They're back, baby. They're back. Great flavor. Fig, I'm tempted. That Obi-Wan is incredible. Yes, emo Mountain Dew. I love it. Everyone's saying put it on, Justin. You're muted too.
The reason I got stuck in this helmet is that there are some very strong magnets at this like breaking point right here. So that's literally all it took. Because I want to show you the detail on the inside.
Those are the magnets that caused your downfall.
True. Very true. Let's see here.
Yeah. That's
As
some
you
really...
can see, genuinely does turn everything red.
Yep. And it's crazy, like what Luke said on Black Series Cantina. It's insane that helmet is that detailed for like What is it, 150?
I think it's 130.
Well, either way,
around that area.
All those paint apps, all that detail.
And I love how gray it's just like the Empire Strikes Back figure, how they put the gunmetal gray like on the neck and like the lower part. So sick. But it's also, there's magnets in this part. It's all magnetic.
Put it on. You know you want to.
Oh shit. Not putting it on this time.
Yeah.
There it is. My fingerprints are all over it.
Someone send a super chat so Justin is forced to put the helmet on.
I ain't no monkey.
Don't lie.
Dance for you. I'm not gonna dance for you.
Don't lie to me.
My price is... No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, this is sick. I love it. I also have the Stormtrooper, so I really enjoy having Vader and the Stormtrooper. And again, I just love Red-Eye Vader because it reminds me of A New Hope, which is the only... Aside from Rogue One, the only movie, he has red eyes. I need to clean this thing already. Look at that.
You have his lightsaber, too.
Yes, I do. I have...
So it works out.
Black Series Force Effects Darth Vader lightsaber. But yeah, super sick. Very happy to have it. There's also like a little piece that you can use as a stand.
Nice.
In here. It's in the box.
That's awesome. They include that.
Yeah, you can like put this on the back so it actually stands up.
Nice.
But, yep. That is... Oh, gosh.
Nice.
I'm just going to put it over here. That's my recent pickup of the day. So, I will give it a Nate.
Hey. Yeah, like we were talking about earlier, we went on a hunt yesterday. We didn't film anything because sometimes it's just nice to go out, go on a toy hunt,
True.
And not have to bust out the cameras and the drone and this and that and this and that. So we took a little trip. We also went on a double date too. So like we had dinner reservations, but we were all off yesterday. So why not hit a few targets? Disc Replay, Closet Collectibles in Crete, Illinois. We went there. So I will start out with what I picked up from Closet Collectibles. I got a couple 3 3/4 inch figures. Some stuff for the Cantina / Jabba's Palace display, but I did get the Jabba Sail Barge R2. Which
this was...
I'm super.
I like that. Nate only now starts lagging when it's his turn to go
Yeah.
with recent pickups.
I thought I was lagging.
Right.
He's gone.
Like, no kidding.
Oh, there he is. Or is he gone again? There he is. Hello.
Yeah. Of course. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, you're going a little in and out.
Yeah, of course.
It literally happens every time. I don't understand.
I know. As soon as it's like my internet connection knows. But anyways, Jabba's Sail Barge R2D2.
That was a great find. I don't know if you mentioned this through the lag, but this is the toy store I went to when I found Wave 34. Yeah. It's like the most recent vlog. This was the same toy store. Brought Nate to it because I was like, he needs to experience this place.
Yeah. That's Closet Collectibles in Crete, Illinois, and it was awesome. And I also got Jas Pur, however you want to pronounce that, but it's another alien Cantina bounty hunter that I need for the display. And then I did also get the classic fan choice Duros.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
These were Cantina aliens.
Yep. These were essential for, like I said, I'm pretty much done with TVC, but I like 3 3/4 inch figures. They're nice and cheap, and the aliens all still look incredible. So
it's funny you say that, Roman, because we have also In Nate's group of friends, we have also claimed to hear spooky stuff going on in Nate's basement.
That is true.
I'm just saying.
That is true. The basement is haunted. And then I got some NECA goodies as well, because we went to Disc Replay, so they had some figures that were nice and underpriced. So I had to swipe them. This is the NECA 2013 Baird from Gears of War Judgment. Classic, great
Nice.
NECA figure. You can see I only paid $14 for it. This figure
That's great.
goes for a lot more than that. It's not too expensive, but you know, I've seen it in like the $30, $40 range. So getting it for that cheap, I'm down. And this is a McFarlane pickup, but also from Disc Replay. But they had the Platinum Edition Gorilla Grodd. Look at this. $12.99.
It's a good price. It's a great
Oh
price.
yes,
It is.
For a McFarlane Platinum. You bet. You bet.
Hey, we just hit 200 there. For a
Nice.
second.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for 200.
Thank you. FYE actually had a figure on clearance for once, and an actual clearance price, not a fake clearance price, but I did get the gold label Aang from Avatar. You know, a nice little $9.88.
FYE having something for a decent price.
Right. I was like, are you sure? Are you sure?
I was thinking
'Cause-
of picking up one of these for Youngling Customs.
Nice. Yeah, they had Cobb Vanth there yesterday for $49.99. Black Chrysanthemum was $49.99. They had the Venom and Null 2-pack, $130. Bro,
Jesus.
FYE is off their rocker. They are trying to go out of business. Like, I firmly believe that they are just trying to go out of business. But
Oh, man.
continuing on, a couple Target finds. Justin found this last week, and I got a little jealous and got hit with a little FOMO. So I was like, I want one too. And that's the NECA Tech Noir Terminator.
Oh, that's so cool.
Love Terminator 1. Terminator 1 is better than Terminator 2. I'm sorry to tell you that fact right here, right now on the stream, but it's true.
Solid take.
And I do have the police station version of this figure, but I never was able to get the Tech Noir version, so I'm so stoked that they re-released it. And this figure's only $29.99 at Target. Absolutely crazy.
Sorry, Norsky. I'm sorry.
Norsky, no. Another Target pickup, which I was so happy I had a gift card. I forgot at first when I bought the Terminator to use my gift card, but then I found the Gargoyles Hudson, and I was like, wait, I got a gift card. So I paid $2.82 for this.
Great.
Wow.
Great.
Which I am collecting the Gargoyle line of figures. They're a lot of fun so far, and I love gargoyles. Nice dose of nostalgia for me, right in the childhood with this. So I'm loving,
Nice.
I'm loving the gargoyles line. And then just today, 2 more brand new NECA figures popped up at our local toy shop, which is just a couple cities over. And something I didn't know was how cheap their NECA figures were. So I picked up the brand new Dracula. Check that out.
Good price.
$30. Are you kidding me? And here is Bela Lugosi Dracula in all of
Look
his
at all the heads, all the.
vampiric glory, soft goods cape, a bat, candle, alt heads, alt hands. I love the Universal Monster line. I've always been a huge fan, and I'm happy that these NECA figures are just so killer. Like, look at those. Look at how great Bela Lugosi looks.
Oh, yeah.
And for only $30, I was like, you bet your ass. Now, this one's going to be for you, Fig, because I think you're going to really think this is dope. And this is the Dungeons & Dragons NECA Ultimate War Duke. Again, $30. Are you kidding me? And look at this.
Less than the price of a Dark Trooper, Nate.
Less than the price of a Dark Trooper. And look at
Come on, Hasbro.
This incredibly detailed figure with all of these accessories. Oh. I was so happy to see that they got these figures in, because they posted about them yesterday. And I was like, $30? Like, I literally went over there. Me and my girlfriend, we had a nice little coffee breakfast date at this coffee shop that's conveniently right next to the toy store. And then got in there right when they opened and grabbed those two figures and got out of there. It was awesome, though. Happy to have it. And MTB Flats, where do I put all this stuff?
Yeah, that was my question, actually.
Don't turn your camera around, no matter what you do.
Here's my secret. There's a giant pile next to me of in-package figures.
Okay.
I have nowhere to put them.
People are asking me where I put my stuff, but I'm asking you where you put your stuff. No surprise that your internet connection lags every time you you show your pickups. It's much more to process.
Yeah, exactly.
Commander Cook?
Jay. Oh, yeah. Commander Cook, thank you. See ya. Thanks for the super chat.
He's back.
Jayhawk Jedi, it was at a local mom and pop toy store up here called Crown Point Toys and Collectibles. Great little shop. And yes, I have seen Count Orlok. I'm very excited. I'm very excited that I also don't have to buy the Mezco figure, which was even better for me. But yeah, I honestly could not believe that exactly, classic tactic, buy first, space later.
Trust me, bro.
I don't want to, because honestly, it's embarrassing. Like, I don't want to. So I'm just not going to.
I've been asking Nate for years.
Yeah. No, honestly, a lot of it does end up on the walls. I'm a big fan of keeping stuff in package and just thumbtacking it to the wall. That's a classic move. That's a great way to save space. True. So like my walls down here are mostly just like you see behind me, just coated with figures. And I've got a wall that's over here that's got 2 posters on it. Those posters are going to come down, move somewhere else in the house, and then this wall is about to get some shelves put on it as well.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
That's my current plan. But yeah, those are my
pile of shame is Lego though.
Those are my recent pickups, and yeah, it just so happened to be that a lot of the stuff that I've been looking forward to and also have on pre-order, I just found yesterday, which is always a great feeling. So I got to cancel my Hudson, I canceled my Dracula, I canceled my War Duke, and yeah, I just can't believe that our local mom and pop shop, almost every single NECA figure they have is $30. The Predators are only $35. Everything else is just $30. I can't believe it.
This is a good question for all of us, for all 3 of us.
Oh yeah, I definitely think there's a point.
I think we probably will never stop buying, but it's just a issue of like selling off other parts of the collection that you no longer enjoy.
I was gonna say, for me, especially because I have been collecting for so long, on and off, pretty much ever since I've been able to save up my allowance. I call it recycling the collection, where I will pick an aspect of my collection that I've kind of like gotten my enjoyment out of, and I'll sell those figures off. So like, I was going really hard on DC Multiverse for a while, and looking at that shelf now, there's actually a lot of figures on that shelf that I'm just kind of like, I can thin this out pretty easily and still have like a really nice collection of those figures. Same thing, like, when a brand new line hits and you're super excited about it, so you find yourself just getting every single figure that's coming out because you're like, man, I'm loving this line. I want to support it. I want to give them my money so they keep making these figures. And then you get to that point where you're looking at your display and you're like, who the hell is that character? I don't know who that is. I'm like, but I bought it because it looked cool. but I don't know who it is. And so though that for me that's when I'm like, okay, well that figure's going. Just like
I think it happened to all of us, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how about you, Razzie? Because you have like large items.
Well, it's the same thing. I couldn't quit or stop, but I had to filter a bit, make some rotation and sell some things that I didn't need. Because sometimes you just like one character of non-Star Wars world and you buy it and you end up getting a second one and a third one and a fourth one. I have some Call of Duty here, some other action figures.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I told my brother to never buy me hot toys again.
Right.
I tell people don't get them because I end up just not the gift, obviously, but I just filter actually, just downsize.
Yeah. Yeah. My other problem is too cheap army builders. That's my kryptonite. Cheap army builders.
Yeah.
Or hard to find army builders. Like if I see a plain white stormtrooper and it's 25 or less, chances are I'm walking away with it, Mm-hmm. But then I also have like 50. I don't have actually 50, but I have 8 total 2020 stormtrooper plain white figures, which is not a lot to some people, but it is kind of a lot when I look at my shelf and I see how many.
Absolutely, definitely. Yeah.
So that's also one of the things, or like when GameStop had all those jump troopers for like $10. And I was like, dude, they're $10 a piece. They're army builders. I could weather some of them, and then I walk away with 5 of them. And 3 of them are sitting in their package still to this day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sean, I have the same thing. Because we got that package from Jeff W.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I want to keep all of them because most of them are like trooper army builders. But I'm like, just looking at my shelf, I'm like, oh man, like I'm going to have to do a lot of reorganizing. And I've been saying this for like a year now. January, it's the 1-year anniversary of when I officially started to look for a house.
Here you are.
Here I am still. But we did just look at one yesterday, and the ceiling in one of the bedrooms was caving in. So that did not work out. Sorry.
Listen.
Deal breaker.
Razzie's got that plaster knowledge. All we need, we'll fly him down, patch that roof up, patch that ceiling up.
I would have found your house if you were in Canada. Like that's my job. I'm a realtor. It's been 7 years now. The market has been. Yeah, let's move.
Razzie will get you a house.
We'll get a whole basement and put everything in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my agent got that house taken off the market because it was like not up to code or whatever, because the very next day it was off the market. I'm like, good. I'm like, people lie. They're lying.
Yeah. That literally, because it was in the same area that when I was looking for a house, I went to a house over there and I went into the basement and the foundation wall was literally caving in as well. And I was just like, why are we even looking at this?
You tell me, Tom. You tell me.
Justin almost bought Iron Spider yesterday. he held it in his hands for a few minutes.
I did.
Which Iron Spider's great, but randomly expensive just because you get extra legs.
What's up, AJ? Yeah. Could we get
it happened to me like that's what I keep my keep it secret here in Canada because I'm not ashamed of collecting or anything. Like the opposite, but some especially big clients, they don't want to deal with personal. They don't want to have you selling a big project and senior realtor collecting Star Wars at the same time. But it happened to me during showings that I've seen beautiful pieces like collection of Star Wars, and I pretend like, no, I don't know anything. I've seen the Shadow Squadron. My tongue was itching to talk about Black Series, but I couldn't, so I just keep it shut up. And but it happened to me that I've seen a lot of collections and beautiful pieces, not only Star Wars, many things that on the basement.
Oh yeah. My job, I go into people's houses all day long, so I see a lot of Lego. Not too much Black Series around here. A lot of Lego, though. Lots of Lego.
Right.
I've seen the Lego Titanic fully built in person. That was insane because it was literally the size of a coffee table. Yeah. But
I look forward to that as well, James.
Yeah. Kenobi Jabroni, that is the Walmart exclusive animated retro carded Spider-Man figure. Not easy to get. Not easy to get.
Luckily, Nate pre-ordered it.
Also, true, and you didn't even know it. But I knew you wanted it, even though you asked me for it. You just don't remember you asking me to pre-order it for you. But
like, bro, snag a pre-order. I vaguely remember that, but like, there's so many pre-orders nowadays. I'm like,
right.
Can't keep track.
Steven, thank you for the $5 super chat. Ayla Secura finally came in the mail and picked up Darth Maul. Awesome figures. Nice. Great that it's so awesome that people are finally getting Wave 34 and getting to experience a lot of these figures and just how truly awesome they are. Like, Wave 34 was an incredible wave. Even stuff like good old Grief Karga here. Little sleeper hit of the wave.
No Grogu talk, but the rest of the wave for sure.
Right. But I think the thing for me, because I just got this last week, but looking at the head sculpt comparisons between this Grief Karga and the first one we got, the first figure, it's like, what the hell were they doing? It looks nothing like Carl Weathers. But I'm happy that they turned around and got it right for the second figure.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, socially acceptable. I just don't care. I'll tell anyone that I collect toys.
Yeah.
Same here. It's just I don't want to mix personal life and my job, which is a public work,
Right.
True.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I bring a figure or two to work. I bring a figure or two because I got my little cubicle, and there's it's only overflow though, so like kind of odds and ends thing. Like, someone sent the Dilophosaurus to our PO box because they saw in stream we didn't have it, but in between that time we both got it. So I just have that on my desk, and then my TVC Darth Vader, the one TVC figure I have, is on my work desk.
That is the one legal purchase of a TVC figure that everyone is allowed.
God.
Despite your feelings on the line, everyone is allowed to own Darth Vader Dark Times. That was actually my second favorite non-Black Series figure of the year last year.
Okay.
That's how high up it was. It's literally an incredible figure. It's so stupid how good it is.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. What's up, Ben? We got Wookieson in here. OG Paradox YT. Got some people joining in. Got a new channel member too. Ron Marks, thank you so much. Let's get some emoji spam in the chat. I'll also put the link. Like we said earlier, it's the best way to support us. Hey, if all 12,000 of you signed up, I'd get a house tomorrow. That's all I'm saying. Just kidding.
Think about how much more content we could make if we both didn't have to work full-time jobs.
I mean, true.
Kenobi Jabroni, my favorite non-Black Series figure of 2022 is actually the Hammond Collection T-Rex.
Great figure.
That thing...
I can have it up there.
Work of art. Like, literally a work of art. And it's crazy to me that my two favorite figures of last year, besides Black Series stuff, were both 3 3/4 inch figures. I'll just write out like a little list for myself about my favorite figures of the year. And I was just going down, and I was like, you know what? And I told Justin this too. I was like, I think the Hammond Collection T-Rex is my favorite figure of last year.
The eye moving is so cool.
The eye moving, the pinless joints, the incredible articulation, the incredible paint app details too, all for $50. That's what really solidified the T-Rex as my favorite figure of last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I would agree with that.
Do you think one day we're going to have Black Series with rolling eyes and hidden articulation? Or what's your prediction on the future of, let's say, in 5-10 years?
I personally would not want to see that level of articulation, like eyeballs. like I know some Hot Toys have eyeball articulation. I think we're getting there though. Like, with the Ahsoka that came out last year where like the butterfly joints were literally integrated into the sculpt.
True.
So I feel like we are getting to a point where like, I feel like Black Series is going to start being really great at hiding the articulate. They already are, in all honesty. I think Black Series does a great job integrating the articulation, and also still keeping the costume design intact. Whereas I feel like some lines that focus way more on articulation will actually choose to make the figure different proportions so that the articulation works better. But then you have like a figure that looks really weird if you don't have it in like a super dynamic pose. Like, I feel like the example that comes into my mind is the Bandai model kit Clone Trooper is a very gangly, gappy figure because it has such a wide range of articulation.
Cool.
So, when you pose it in a neutral pose, it kind of looks weird. It kind of has like a little bit of like gangliness to it. But when you put it in a dynamic pose, you're like, oh, this thing's incredible.
Bulky. Yeah.
Yeah. But Jay Martin, I could do that for you. I could list it off. I'll list off my top 10 non-Black Series figures of 2022. I do have an 11th pick. Coming in at 11, Classified Storm Shadow. That's my honorable mention. 10, McFarlane Bane. 9, Mafex Azrael Batman. Number 8, NECA Last Ronin Turtle. Number 7, I cheated a little bit and did NECA TMNT The Secret of the Use packs. Number 6, the SH Figuarts Mandalorian Boba Fett. Number 5 is the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. Number 4 is the NECA Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis 2-pack. Number 3 is the Mythic Legions Figure Obscura Headless Horseman. Number 2, TVC Vader. Number 1, Hammond Collection T-Rex. Those were my top 10 non-Black Series figures of 2022. Because, yeah, I'm sure, most of you guys know in the live stream, I collect a lot more than just Black Series, but...
Oh, man, you do.
Unfortunately, I would love to discuss everything I collect on the channel, but YouTube actually will punish you for putting out content that is not what you always put out. So
really?
Because it'll literally be like, we'll drop a Star Wars video, it'll do just fine. We drop something not Star Wars related, it kind of chugs, and sometimes it doesn't even pick up or anything like that. So that's kind of why we specifically focus on Star Wars. Now, there are some things that, I feel like will do well on the channel no matter what, that are like a little bit outside of our wheelhouse, but I think like our audience is still interested in it.
What are you guys talking about?
I'm talking about how I would personally like to cover, non-Star Wars related action figure lines, but just talking about how YouTube, the algorithm punishes you for uploading stuff that's not directly related to what you always talk about on your channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it sucks, but you can actually look at like pretty much any action figure creator on YouTube, and you'll see like there's always one figure line that does really well on their channel, and then everything else is like lower in terms of views. So with the limited amount of time that I have to create content, it sucks to say, but like I don't want to spend a lot of time shooting a review, editing the review, putting it out, and it gets like a couple hundred views, It sucks to say, but...
Yeah, because you're putting in your hard work.
Right. I want to put in the work to stuff that, people want to see.
True.
Well, Albert, it has to do with the title and thumbnail and stuff like that.
Well, and now they completely scrub through your entire video. That's what the checks... If you upload to YouTube, there's a checking system now where they check for extremely foul language, copyrighted content... all sorts of stuff. They run that through your video before you can
Black
upload
Series Awards video, I had to upload it 3 times before it took, because I was using this allegedly royalty-free, non-copywritten music for like the intro, the da, 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 like the awards show music, but it kept getting claimed. And for 21 seconds, some third-party music company that you've never heard of would claim the entire video and all revenue from that video for 21 seconds of audio, which is insane.
Right. That's insane.
Zoo Boy, I didn't even know the NECA channel was gone off the Discord. I'm sorry, I really don't go on the Discord.
There's a channel for every line, just like miscellaneous, general, like Power Rangers, Transformers, NECA, Jurassic, like whatever. Because it would just be weird to make a channel for every single toy line.
Right. And that's just the thing, is it's just the amount of free time I have. You know, I do work a full-time job, more than 40 hours a week typically, too, so it's not even like a standard 40-hour-a-week job. Got to have the social life, got to have, the girlfriend life, so definitely makes creating a lot of content difficult.
Yeah. How do you balance it, Razzie, with because like selling houses, that takes up a lot of time. So how do you balance that with what you do with like figures, and especially like all your 3D printing and projects and stuff?
Well, the first few years in real estate were very, very hard, because I had actually learned how to manage my time, right? But now I have to say, like with my wife, I'm not the type of guy that goes out clubbing and drinking, and stay home during my free time, maybe playing soccer sometimes. But I manage. Usually, what's funny is I mostly work weekdays after 5 and weekends, because this is when people don't work and are free to have showing or have their house evaluated. Or so most of the time during the day, I'm just in my office, like doing printing. You know that when you print something, it takes hours and hours, sometimes just a day or 2. So I just launch it. But yes, definitely one of the reasons that I'm not doing plaster anymore, it's because lack of time. During COVID, we couldn't have showings, nothing. So it was pretty much easy to find time. But overall, so it's mainly working and during my free time, hunting. I like hunting as well. After a showing or 2, meeting a client, that's also part of a hobby, right? But definitely. I pretty much learned how to manage my time. But it was hard. After, I know I shouldn't be saying this, but when COVID was, let's say, over, it wasn't the same pace, and I really had to slow down on all my projects. But my main focus is really work and my wife. We also have 2 dogs, dog lovers, 2 Boston Terrier. But I'm actually happy that when we got married, when I hit 28, 30, I was like, oh man, I'm not going to be young anymore. No more collecting, I'm going to get married and everything. But it's just the opposite. You get more stable to find your time with your wife and do your things instead of just going out with friends, which I still like to do. But overall, I can manage.
Nice, yeah.
Now this live stream's turned into what it's like to be an adult.
Right.
I think I'll be printing until my death. I'm doing a project, so it's not really about the age. It's about what you're at your life. We're too planning maybe like soon having kids, and also I'm aware I will have less time, so that's why I'm enjoying it at full time right now when I can.
There you go. Wise words from Razzie.
Yep. It looks like I got a lot of helpful information from Juan sent to our Instagram DM, so I'm down for that.
Nice.
I'm down for that. We also have another new member, the Zoo Boy. What's up?
Thanks, Zoo Boy.
The Zoo Boy. We got a lot of new members today. I appreciate that. Should have figured I have not Surprise, big surprise. I have not watched the first couple episodes of Bad Batch.
Justin is a fake-ass Star Wars fan confirmed. He hasn't even watched Bad Batch. 2 20-minute episodes.
I busy. All right? I'm a busy boy.
I've watched them, and without spoiling anything, they were fine. You know, Razzie, did you check out Bad Batch season 2 yet?
Yeah, I watch it at 3 a.m. because otherwise I'm getting spoiled. It's 3 a.m. that it's released here in Ottawa, Canada. And I never judge until actually the end of the season or the end of the show. But, I don't want to spoil, but I agree with you. So far, it's good.
Yeah. Nothing crazy, but you know, happy to be back in with the Bad Batch, in with those characters. What's up, Luke? It's okay to be late. We appreciate you showing up.
Speaking of Star Wars content, so to sound incredibly selfish, we talked about this on Black Series Cantina. New Star Wars content in relation to the Black Series. I might get some heat for saying this, but there is a small part of me that wishes they would stop new Star Wars media so the Black Series can just focus on like prequels, background OT character, like filling out the back catalog, because obviously Lucasfilm, Disney, whoever, they're like, we have new shows coming, so you got to do Bad Batch repaints, you got to do all these Kenobi figures, you got to do Andor figures, you have to do over 30 Mandalorian figures. There's a part of me that wishes they would just stop, only so us Black Series collectors could get a chance to get the backlog of super essential stuff from the prequels, original trilogy, like old games, legends, etc. Nate's gone. Nate is gone now. And yeah, exactly. There's like, it's almost content overload, and it's almost starting to remind me of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where I lost interest after Endgame because it's just like nonstop. I kind of enjoyed when it was like just Mando, and it's like, oh, we have to wait like over a year for the next season of Mando. And then they started doing Book of Boba Fett, Kenobi, Andor, which I loved it. Bad Batch Season 2, Visions. Like, there's so much that I just wish they would stop, just so Black Series collectors could get a chance to catch up, to get that backlog going.
The previous, yeah, because we had nothing of Revenge of the Sith, right? And only one Phantom Menace, which is Jar Jar. So I don't know if they're planning to make them in the future, and if it's the case, when, because as you say, we have so many shows coming up. So I don't know if they make us wait for no reason. Maybe one day we'll have them, but for sure, as long as we have new TV shows, it's going to be all about figures. Going to be all about the new shows.
Yeah, totally. Should have figured it. Yeah, it's a sad reality. It's a sad reality, because like, imagine if they only had to work with, if they had to go back and work with like prequel OT. Like, I'm not saying that just because that's what I grew up with, but I wish they would just understand that, like, when they purchased Star Wars, they were buying all of Star Wars, the comprehensive universe that is Star Wars. So it just sucks that we're in this period of nonstop Star Wars content where it's like they have to focus on the new stuff. I would say, to me, that's like the most annoying part of being a Black Series collector, is that it's a licensed franchise, and they have, it's not like G.I. Joe where they can pretty much do whatever they want. They have to get approval, and I'm sure they get guided to make certain figures. I mean, that has to be why we have so many Mando figures and/or Kenobi. Like, even more so than Rebels, which Rebels is something that happened under Disney, and we only have, I think it's 7 Rebels.
7, yeah. 7
characters. Maybe 8 if you include Thrawn, because he didn't get a Galaxy release.
True, yeah.
But, yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like some people in Hasbro on the Star Wars department, let's say, when they make Black Series, they only make about new shows, as you say, but they still focus on TVC about the old ones. So they think that TVC collector would want the OT and not the Black Series, because it's really not the case. I mean, I do want the prequels, aliens or main characters that we still don't have, except the ones that we got on the red and red boxes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's true that we do want to see, like, the Imperial Gunner. I wish we had all these on. These are not about new shows, you know what I mean?
Right.
The Imperial Gunner, we definitely need these in Black Series, and they're still making them. So is it a question of license? Why would they pay more in Black Series than Vintage? So
I don't know, because that's almost like, it's kind of funny. I've brought this up before, how like Black Series collectors and TVC collectors, it's almost like they want to flip-flop, because Black Series collectors will be like, I want more clones and ARC Troopers and like prequel stuff, because like TVC has like all of the 501st ARC Troopers and all the gaming ARC Troop, like they have ARC Trooper overload. And they get, like, nice OT background stuff, like Zutton and, like, the Imperial Gunner, like you showed, like, Cantina Alien type stuff. And then Black Series gets, like, all of the new media stuff, kind of like what you were just saying.
yeah,
So, like, Black Series fans and TVC fans, we kind of want to, like, switch. Like, TVC fans want the new media stuff, and then Black Series fans, we're like, can we pump the brakes on the new media stuff?
yeah.
So that is kind of interesting.
Well, we still want the new media stuff, but at least per wave we can have, I don't know, maybe one per prequel or old, like original trilogy. I don't know, one Bespin Guard, one just per wave. We can still deal with the new shows, but I think we will have everything, because I remember, I think it was from Luke's live stream with the guy who works for Hasbro, and he say we cannot give everything now. So maybe they're working on molds and they just don't want to release everything. Otherwise, we would collect and everything and stop, right?
Yeah.
But Super Battle Droid, I think it's about time. And,
yeah. And Mika, the OT came out 40 years ago, but they are timeless. They are some of the most popular, influential, and quite frankly, best films of all time. They are completely timeless, and they will always be relevant all the time. Mm-hmm. I know not everyone is like that. Some people grew up with the Clone Wars and they just want clones, but still, it's like, I want more clones too. I'm in that group as well. And to Landspeeder Luke's point, it's like, I get that, but imagine if they would focus more on the prequels. Like I always say, like, clones always sell. A Super Battle Droid would sell. Doing more clone commanders like Bakara, Neo, what's the other one from Revenge? The 41st Elite Corps, Scout. Like, we need so many more theatrical Revenge of the Sith clones, droids. We're getting the Magna Guard. So maybe some of this stuff will come to fruition for us with the 2023 thing of the celebration, when they're like celebrating Clone Wars. But and yeah, you're gonna get another Mando and you're gonna like it. I can't. It's like, how many Dins do we need? How many Dins do we need?
Oops, all Mandos.
I can't wait for the 41st. Planning to make a Kashyyyk diorama. I picked like 4 months ago 20. They were at like $10. The Wookiee, what it's named from Gaming Grades.
Oh yeah, Zalbar
to make customs, but we still don't have the 41st.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, should have figured. Great point. But at this point, I will take the Clone Wars stuff. Like, if they're just, as long as it's prequel era content, I will take what I can get. I don't care if it's like a clone specifically from the Clone Wars. Even though, like, we were kind of talking about this on Black Series Cantina as well. I have a little theory that they since they have the new clone body and it's like more attuned to the animated version of the clones, I almost think that's the reason why they aren't rounding out the Revenge of the Sith commanders, because we randomly got Bly, Cody, but then we didn't get Bakara or Neo. And we also got Gree. So we got Gree, Cody, and Bly.
Fox.
Yeah, and then we didn't get Neo or Bakara. And I almost think it's like, oh, we have the new clone body, and that's the animated. So it's like we can't do a Bakara on the animated body.
But they could also use like the hybrid Hawk body too, because they put out Hawk and
True.
the 501st Jet Trooper on that body still.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that'd be the best route to go. Put them on that body so we still get a little bit more of that bulk, but we still have some decent articulation too.
Mm-hmm. Lack of Sleipnir. I wonder if new media figs would sell better or worse if they spread them out into the future more instead of dumping all at once like with Kenobi and Andor. Exactly, and we saw that with the sequel trilogy too in the Dark Ages of about 2015-16 to like 2019, when they were, we went 15 figures into the Red and Black box line before we got a non-sequel trilogy character.
Right.
I would even be fine and be down for sequel trilogy characters. Just spread them out, like you're saying. Put a Rise of Skywalker Poe, one per case. Pack them like in a wave. Separate them from waves. Do one in a different wave. Mm-hmm. It's a balance. I think that's what we need more of, is a balance between all of the eras. Because again, even something like Rebels, which was literally done by Disney, it's like, what happened to their obsession with pumping out figures for all their shows? Let's get some more Rebels characters.
Yeah, for one of the most underrepresented pieces of Star Wars media right there. Disney owned, and they ignore it.
So many aliens from Rebels, so many potential characters, and it's like a game that you started and just stopped there. We have 7, 8 figures.
Yeah. But I can see like I understand they want to strike when the iron's hot, so that's why they're dumping all of the they dumped a lot of the Kenobi figures all at once. They dumped most of the Andor figures all at once. But at the same time, I feel like show reception could hurt if they chose to like spread them out. Say like they waited a little bit longer for more of the Obi-Wan figures. Most of us are kind of like a little bit kind of like thinking Obi-Wan's whatever.
Yeah, I like... It is odd. I don't know, because it makes sense to drop them with the show.
Right.
But I've also talked about before, like, adult collectors, like, we're not playing with our toys, so it's like, why would you need the figure right when it comes out? Like...
Right.
The Mandalorian is the perfect example. I love that show, so I'm still buying like the New Republic security droid. 2 years after that episode aired, I'm still buying the New Republic security droid because I like it.
Yeah. Zooboy brings up a great point. And yeah, I am curious to see as well how the Book of Boba Fett figures will do, since they are coming out either probably late this year or early next year. See, I feel like the character choice is going to make it to where these figures are going to sell no matter what, because it's not like, like if they did like the Moped Gang or something, we'd all be like, yeah, no one's buying that. So I feel like the Black Series team is being a little bit smarter with the Book of Boba Fett stuff, since they are being released so far after the show's ended.
Is there a season 2 now of Boba Fett? I've heard some rumors about season 2 that was leaked on Disney Mexico, I think. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they totally could. I feel like they left it open enough that if they wanted to continue it could have a continuation. But, I mean, who knows? Because I feel like they announce so much stuff, and then like 25% of everything they announce actually comes out. like especially for Star Wars, like the Rogue Squadron movie, didn't that get canned?
Yeah.
And there's
Rangers of something.
Right, Rangers of the New Republic, or so like sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Luke Niss is saying, I think Book of Boba Fett will pegworm. Not sure how many people will buy Pike Soldiers. Could be wrong. I think it could go either way. Pikes, that's also like a Clone Wars army builder. Even though it's a different design. What's up, Ed? Yeah, let's not forget the Lando show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
well,
Sean's got a good point, though. Just wait till we get flooded with Ahsoka stuff. Oh, yeah, we're going to get all the live-action Rebels characters in live-action appearance form.
and I'm going to be like, do I really want them?
I think it totally is going to depend on the costume design for me.
Same thing with Bad Batch Season 2. Like, I already know for a fact I'm not picking up the Bad Batch repaints that are bound to come out. I'm surprised they haven't been revealed yet.
I was thinking the same, that when I watched the show, I'm like, maybe it's tempting. It depends, as you said.
Of course.
Yeah. I was almost kind of thinking like some of the team's Season 2 outfits might be beyond a simple repaint.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Hunter has different shoulder pads. And then they would probably give him the Cobb Vanth scarf. I bet they'd reuse that and put it around his neck. I don't know. But yeah, Justin, I'm right there with you, though. I'm surprised we haven't seen them already.
Right, yeah.
They have to be coming. There's no way that they, didn't cancel the re-release of Hunter and Crosshair to not they don't have motives for something,
Right. But yeah, the penultimate point I'm trying to make is that I really hope 2023 delivers with the prequel era content, since they are celebrating the Clone Wars era. And we're getting Magna Guard and Ahsoka Season 3, and that is two very good signs. That almost the best possible choices they can make, aside from a super battle droid, is we need a newly tooled Ahsoka from the regular Clone Wars, before Season 7, and we need Magna Guard. I hope they kill it with those two figures, and I hope 2023 can be an opportunity to show them, oh crap, these things sell, these things fly off shelves, sells like hotcakes, everyone wants clones, everyone wants Jedi, everyone wants Sith, everyone wants CIS, droids, battle droids. I hope they get the message this year to where they go, maybe we should focus a little bit more on that.
Right.
So
we need a Yoda for sure.
Yeah, prequel
at
Yoda.
least two versions of him.
Emperor Palpatine from Revenge of the Sith, etc., etc. But Razzie, since we are approaching 2 hours, I wanted to ask you. I've been waiting to ask you the whole stream if you had any anything in the works that maybe we didn't know about. Or anything you wanted to share with us.
Hello?
Anything at all.
Sorry, I lagged for 10 seconds. Sorry, you were saying? Is there anything?
Oh, I was just saying, I was asking if there was anything at all you wanted to show us. No pressure, just anything in the works or anything at all you wanted to show.
Yes, actually, lately I've been working on the files for one of the most emblematic, let's say, it's a Falcon cockpit.
Ooh, nice.
But I'm having trouble scaling it. It's right over here.
Little whip action. You love to see it.
Yep.
Nice.
So yeah.
Falcon cockpit.
Now I'm working on the exterior. It takes a while to print. But as I said, I'm having trouble with the scale. So far, yeah, except the other small projects that I showed you. I'm working here and there, but that's the main one I'm working on now. So the full cockpit of the Falcon.
Nice.
Yeah, that's like an item that would be so cool to get like an official release of. I feel like they could do the cockpit.
The cockpit
Yeah.
series.
It would be a very good idea actually to just have the Falcon cockpit. Who wouldn't buy it, right? For a Black Series.
Mm-hmm.
That could be also. It doesn't have to be the whole vehicle, but and I'm also working. This is a long-term project. Is the Death Star. So many pieces over here.
It's just the Death Star. He just pans over to the Death Star.
And here's the 1/12 scale Death Star.
Oh yeah. Sick.
So yes, pretty much it for the Death Star. What I was planning to do is like the Kenner version, the vintage, like a circle, like many levels.
Right.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. And the Sandcrawler. I don't know. I need to buy a house to work on it, but that's my next target.
Yeah. So you watched that interview that Lukeness Monster did with Eric, the lead design of the Black Series, and the moment that Eric was like, "Yeah, I have the prototype of the X-wing in my office," it was just like the most mind-blowing thing ever. And he also mentioned like that they had designed the Sandcrawler for whatever reason. Like obviously that would never work as a 6-inch, like mass market retail. But
the problem with the X-wing is actually the wings.
mm-hmm.
It's way too big. I have a friend. What he did, the X-wing that looks like Black Series scale, but it's really not. It's like one piece that Hasbro made a while ago. It's just one plastic piece. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Anyway, so these you can custom them by making a cockpit in it, and I wish I had a picture to show you, but they could fit for Black Series. They're not that big, they're not that small, but to make one, it's really like it needs a lot of space. The only problem with these spaceships is the wings. That's
yeah, it sucks because I want an X-wing.
You can print one.
True.
Yeah, Justin, you're gonna fix your printer after the stream, and you're gonna get printing.
Well, I would need the files for that. I don't even know where do you get these designs, the files?
Which ones?
Just for like anything, well, like the vehicle related stuff. Like the AAT, for example. I
bought it on GumBuddy. GumBuddy, you can, most of the time, you can find files for $10, $12. But if you want to print it on Ender, you definitely have to play with the files and cut them, Otherwise, it wouldn't fit.
Right.
So, yeah, most of them on GumBuddy.
Okay.
Fig says Luke made an X-wing file.
Well, he says make an X-wing, like he's telling him to make it.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. But I mean,
yeah, just with Landspeeder Luke files, you have, I think, a full year of printing.
Right. I mean, that's true. I'm just trying to get my moisture evaporator. If I can get that figured out, I'll be happy. If I can get back into the swing of things, because for so long it was literally just hit the button and I got a perfect print. But I saw a bunch of DMs from Juan, so hopefully I can get this issue solved.
You will fix it.
But I wanted to take one last look at your Instagram because I wanted to stress to people that they should be following you. Because every time there's a new post, I just get my mind blown. Like every time I think that you can't take it one step further, it happens.
100%.
So like, I don't even know like what a favorite of mine would be. I mean, obviously we all love the Razor Crest. Where'd it go? It's like the thing that started it all. Like if I could personally just steal one from you, let's see.
Break into Razzy's house.
Like if I was
break into the storage unit,
a robbery or a heist, that is so tough. I mean, look at that sick blue on the ice there. I would probably choose. It Imperial TIE Fighter. Is this printed or did you repaint the other one?
No, this is a repaint.
Oh, I see. Repaint. That's sick.
You could do it, Justin. Repaint your TIE Fighter.
You can also paint it for me because you're the painting guy.
Oh, I'm the painter.
I don't know how to paint faces, to be honest with you. I'm just good with the vehicles and everything nature, but faces, I'm really not good at. Yeah, that's the video of the LAT gunship that you can see.
Even the green?
Yeah.
Oh. Amazing.
Dude, they're like having a rave in there. I love it. No, that's so cool. Ooh, even the pilot's cockpit.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Honestly, I might just take the LAT if I could.
The LAT is so far my and the Razor Crest. Well, the bigger, like, the better, right?
Yeah.
Ewok Village. That thing is just.
I mean, I love the standing. Like you had to stand
standing, standing for the picture.
I'm close to 6 feet, so yeah, it's pretty much big.
Oh man, like that is just incredible.
I'm
happy we're getting more Ewoks.
Yeah, it's missing the trees that I have. I'm working on them. It's missing I'm also making the Ewok, not the fly suit, but how do you call it? The wings that they have.
The glider.
Yeah. The whole village.
Like
awesome.
That is so cool.
Right. Like
thank you, guys.
Unreal. The craftsmanship off the charts. Yeah, Corey Diaz says it best. That's right.
Oh yeah, the helmets.
Perfect.
One of the Ewoks needs to come with like little drums to play the drums on.
Dude, that would be incredible.
That's like morbid. It's like randomly morbid.
Right? But like I don't know, that's like that would be one of the greatest things is if we got an Ewok that came with a couple helmets and like some drums.
Luke, Landspeeder Luke, that's the perfect thing for you to do a file for.
Yeah, right.
Get that resin printed accessory going.
One of the hardest was the what it's called. That's actually took me a lot of time. The Cantina, but one of the hardest was the Empire Strikes Back Dagobah.
Wait, real quick, do you just have sand in your home in this shot?
Yeah, I have a bucket of sand.
I was like, wait a second.
and I threw it on the ground. My wife was staring at me like, I hope you're gonna clean after that. I'm like, yeah. So I just threw the sand on the ground and put it there.
Click on the Dagobah, Luke.
Yeah, that's all handmade.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
So like, how do you start with the trees? Are those legitimately sticks you find outside? Or
yeah, well, actually, there's a lady who does fabric. She sells fabric, and you know that little, I don't know how to call them, but you know when you roll the fabric around, let's say the filament.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's believe it or not, that's the support that I built on to make the plaster, and then I go on, I let it dry, then another layer, I let it dry, then kind of sculpting it. But the hard part is always to scale it to fit that look without having it to be too big. And I wanted to, that's the Bandai R2. And as you see in the movies, R2 doesn't go in because he can't. So it was really hard to scale.
Right.
But I had fun with it as well.
Nice.
And Juan, I'm sending our email in the chat if you wanted to send us a file here.
Man. Yeah, just incredible stuff. Absolutely awesome.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. And that's my my end goal is just to have, let's say, the whole movie with action figures. The whole story. I'm
just imagining those like IKEA cube shelves where you can like take out a panel to make it longer, and I'm thinking like chronological order of the original trilogy. That'd be so cool.
A diorama for every scene.
Yep. But, I got a command in the chat, Razzie, so if you guys want to follow him on Instagram, Nightbot should be working right about now. Where you at? There he is. There he is. There's a link to his Instagram right there.
Thank you. I answer to all people that have questions, but I don't answer to people asking to buy, or which I appreciate. It's like an honor, but I really am not here to sell. It's just to share my passion. To no commissions, nothing. But I'm really always happy and open to answer all the questions related to how to. Especially, I have a lot of questions with more than plaster than 3D printing. So.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, it's incredible stuff. I'll never get sick of looking at it. And obviously, we'll have you on again for another update of all these projects.
You know, when we started the stream, I almost forgot that I was in the stream. I always like streaming, Sunday streaming.
Yeah, people have said that before.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Ooh, the finale of Mando Season 2. See, it just never ends.
Yeah, I've had the elevator as well. All these are Land Speeder Luke's files. It helps a lot. It's just crazy every time I go there. There are also other people that sell files, but I think he's the best for people that just want to have an extra accessory or a small scene in their shelves for Black Series.
Right, that's what I like about his files so much. I said in my 3D printing video before my disaster happened, when I was like, 3D printing is easy. I suggest everyone get into it.
Your 3D printer heard you.
It was the same day. I got done filming that video, and then I tried to print something, and that's when I turned it on and it started beeping and wouldn't boot up the menu. It was literally after I finished filming that video where I was like, 3D printing is the easiest thing ever. Everyone should get into it. Plug and play. But I agree, because it's used to like enhance the figures. It complements the figures that we already have. So I love Luke's files as well.
Yeah. I think we need to do the Rancor face piece. That.
True.
That would be incredible.
Oh,
that'd be.
Oops.
You're not signed in.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be pretty easy to paint too.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, actually, after the stream, I'm going to spray my Cantina set with matte spray.
I thought you were going to say after the stream you're going to buy a 3D printer. I'd go, okay, okay.
No.
Then you could 3D print my stuff. Because I'm quitting. Just kidding.
But, yeah, so we're pretty much at the end of the stream today, so I just want to say thank you to everyone who tuned in. We had quite a few people checking out the stream, and also major thank you to Razzie for joining us once again. It's always nice having you on, talking with you, seeing your incredible work. And again, people, you should all be following swmasterplaster on Instagram to see these insane projects.
Thank you.
Keep up to date with Razzie.
Yep.
Thank you.
Join our Discord.
You're a little muffled right now, Razzie.
Yeah, sorry about that. Out of a battery. Yeah, thank you guys very much. It's always a pleasure, as I said, either in the screen or out of the screen with Lazy Sundays. This is my weekend, where my weekend starts, so it's perfect.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Always excited, yes.
Great to hear. Yeah, thank you so much, and thanks everyone for joining us. Justin, do you have any videos coming out at all?
I don't.
Damn.
I'm a naughty boy.
Well, guess what, everyone? I've got an entire TVC collection video coming out tomorrow. Whoa!
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
I finally did it. I said I'm going to do it, and I did it. So
carded, loose, everything.
Yep, carded, loose, tour of all the 3 3/4 inch figures on the background to figure it out, even the ones you don't see that are like a little bit more over this way. So loose, carded, everything. It's only 11 minutes, so it's nice, brief, tight, short, and you get to see my collection and something that no one's ever seen, which is my loose Jabba's Palace display, which is something I am personally incredibly proud of. So can't wait for everyone to see it tomorrow.
Nice. Yep, so watch out for that.
Awesome.
Yeah, but
thank you guys, by the way, everyone in the chat. I wasn't able to read everything, but really appreciate all the comments.
Right. Yep. Thanks for all the chat participation for sure. We love it every week.
Yep. But yeah, so thanks everyone for tuning in today. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. If you're in a position to where you want to support the channel, channel membership's only 99 cents a month. Easily the best way to support us and keep these lights on. These LEDs,
True.
They're running that NIPSCO bill to the ceiling.
Yo, help me buy a house, all right? Yeah. Help me buy a house.
All we're saying is if all 12,000 of you became a channel member, we could create more content. But for real, thank you everyone who's joined and showed some support today. We certainly appreciate it. And we will see you same time, same place next week. We're going to have another guest. We haven't locked them in yet, but we're sure that you are going to enjoy it all the same. So thank you, Razzie. Again, I'm Nate. Join with Justin.
See you guys later.
And we'll see you all next time. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Enjoy a pitch black Mountain Dew today.